Hey beauty chameleons, welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing today? I hope you guys are doing great and ready for a fun St. Patrick's Day tutorial. Many of you guys follow me on Facebook. If you don't, I have my link to my Facebook page, but I was like, hey, would you guys like to see a St. Patrick's Day look? And a lot of you guys are like, yeah. And so I also asked the question, well, would you like to see a dramatic one or a more wearable one? And everybody's like, do both. So this is how I'm gonna do both. This look today, I want you to watch a tutorial and let me know toward the end of the video in the information box below, and I'll remind you toward the end of the video. Let me know if you feel this look is dramatic, so you can just write, if you love it, dramatic look, or if you feel it's more of a wearable one and you would like for me to do something a little bit more dramatic than this. So let me know if this is dramatic enough or if this is more wearable. And what I'll do after seeing all you guys' comments, if this video balances out to be more of a wearable look, I will create a more dramatic look. If it tends to be more dramatic to most of the subscribers, I will make a little bit more watered down look of this. So let me know. But until then, I hope you guys enjoy the step-by-step tutorial, and I'll see you at the end of the video. Okay, let's get started. Now, the very first thing we're going to do before we do our eyeshadow look is definitely prime those eyelids. And the primer I'm going to be using for right now, because I no longer love the Benefit Stay On Straight. And if you follow my blog, there will be a link in the information box below telling you why I do not like that one anymore. So in the meantime, while I'm waiting for my Urban Decay Professional Size Primer Potion to come, I'm going to be using MAC's Painterly Paint Pot. This is another product I like to use to prime my eyelids before I do the shadow, so let's move on. The first shadow I will be using is from a duo called Lucky Charms by Too Faced Cosmetics. This is a perfect eyeshadow duo to use if you want to sport a St. Patrick's Day look. The very first shade we're going to be working with is this lighter green here, and I'm just going to be using a flat, stiff brush like so, and just taking a little bit of that color and getting it on the brush like so, and we're going to apply it to the inner or the first half of our eyelid area. Using patting motions, just pat away in the inner corner of the eye like so, and move out about halfway. And we're slightly going above the crease area, so you see like right in here, and pat, pat, pat. Now that we're about halfway to the eyelid, we're going to take the darker side of the Too Faced eyeshadow duo, take that brush and pat just like so, and we're going to pat the color on the outer half of our eye. Now that we have the color placed, it looks kind of funky right now, but we're going to start blending away. I'm going to take a crease brush. This is my Sigma SS224, and I'm going to take a little bit of that lighter half of the duo, and I'm going to go back on the lid area and start to blend my way outward in circular motions, just to soften up where that shadow was placed before. And then I'm going to go on the darker side, and I'm going to pat the color on the crease area or the outer corner and start to blend my way upward. And then right where those two colors meet, you're going to take your brush and kind of move it side to side just to blend where those colors meet, so there's not a distinct line of separation there. Once you have the color placed, what I would recommend is go back and grab your flat brush, use the lighter side of the brush, grab a little bit more of that lighter shade, and go back on the lid area just to reset that color. Sometimes when working with darker shades, the colors fall right on the lid and kind of darken up where we don't want it darkened up. Using a highlight shade, and the shade I'm going to be using is called Orb, and it's by MAC. I'm going to grab that same fluffy brush, just make sure you clean it off, and I'm just going to tap just a little bit of that color on, tap some off, and I'm going to apply it to the arch of my brow and blend it along the sides and overlap over that color. This will help blend out the harsh edges created. Don't forget to go in the inner corner of the eyes and blend out. Now you can notice the side is just a little smokier in the corner. And to create that, you're going to grab your blackest matte shadow, a pencil brush, take a little bit of that shadow and tap off the excess. We are going to actually dry line the lash line and then start to create a V. And it's going to be messy, so don't be afraid, because we're going to blend that out with our crease brush. But we're going to create a V in the inner corner of the eye and leave it just like that. It looks scary, but don't be afraid. Grab a little bit more with the fluffy dome shape brush now. Tap out the excess and see it's right on the tip. And we're going to pat it in the inner corner of the eye. And then we're going to start taking that color and blending in the outer corner of the eye. This will darken it up. Just give it a little bit more of a smokier appearance to it. And you also want to begin to move that color toward the inner portion of your crease. And then lightly pick up your brush and blend upward. And then you pretty much have the eye look created. Now the next thing you want to do is line your lash line. I'm going to be using Revlon color Stay in black. And I love this one because it has like a marker tipped brush, so it makes it really easy to apply it on. But all I'm going to do is line my eye. And we're going to slightly wing it out on the side. And you notice there's a gap there. You can go back in and fill in. So for this section here, I'm going to be using my Buxom lash liner, and the shade is called Leatherette. And it's a gel liner that I love to use as smoother and more tolerable along my lash line. I'm simply going to be taking my liner brush like this and lining the inner corner and moving my way out. This goes on much smoother and less irritating for me. And then I'll continue to smooth out the rest of the line. And there you have your lash line lined. Now the next thing I'm going to do is add my false lashes. And the lashes I'm using for this tutorial are my red cherries. And these are my number 415s. And if you haven't seen my red cherry haul, I'll post a link probably about right here. And I'll link you to my haul on my favorite red cherry lashes. But what I'm going to do is go ahead and put these little guys on. And I'll come back and tell you how I finish out the rest of my eye. And then we'll move on after that to lip and cheek. Okay, we're back. As you can tell, I went ahead and put my foundation on, and now I have the lashes as well. And you notice on this side, I did a little extra detail along the lower lash line. So the very first thing you want to do is make sure you have like a smudger brush, and the brush I will be using is a number 14 smudge brush from Sephora. And I'm going to go back and grab that duo from Too Faced Cosmetics, and I'm going to take a little bit of that darker shade with the smudger brush and just pat on a little bit on. And then I'll run it along the lower lash line right at the root of the lashes. So I'm going to go inside and just smudge it along. Don't forget the outer corner of the eye, and smudge it right along the lash line to about here. And then I'm going to take the lighter side of the duo with the smudger brush, and I'm going to run it along the inner corner of the eye, so about right here. And kind of smudge it into the darker side. So I'm just grabbing a little bit more and then again doing the same thing. And don't forget like the little tear duct area of the eye. So we have that detail done. The next thing I want to do is darken it at the root of the lashes. So I'm going to grab what's left of my Smashbox Blackout. I am going to get another one, you guys. I'm using the same smudger brush, and all I'm going to do is apply it to the outer corner of my eye, right on the lash line, and just dab it. Just to darken it up. And then after that detail's done, you can line your waterline. I'm going to be using my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide in 0. And just smudge it along like this. And you have your waterline complete. And then the last detail I'm going to do is grab my new favorite mascara from Urban Decay as well. It's a Super Curl Mascara. And I'm going to apply it to my false lashes just so it blends my lashes into the falsies. You can also do lash curlers first if you choose to, if your lashes are super long and you need to get more blending. And just remember to wiggle from root all the way up the tip. And I'm not coating the false lashes that much. I'm just saying about halfway through. And then I also will go ahead and apply mascara to my lower lash line. And then you have this fun, smoky St. Patrick's Day look complete. So stay tuned. I'll be right back and I'll show you the simple steps I use to finish the rest of my lips and cheeks. Okay, so welcome back. What I'm going to do to finish off this look is some simple contouring. I'm going to use, I got this out of a Smashbox set a long time ago, but this is a bronze set duo. It has a pressed powder on this side and a bronzer on this side. And I'm simply going to add a little bit of bronzing to my jaw or my cheekbone just by contouring. And I like to contour from this point first and then move my way up. So I'm not going to add a lot of color to my lip and cheeks to finish off this look. But I like to do this step to slim down my round face. I also will do that to the other side. And if you'd like to know what foundation I'm wearing, I am using NARS Sheer Matte in Cadiz. And I will soon have a review video and an article on my blog, so stay tuned for that if you'd like to know more about the NARS foundations, the Sheer Glow and the Sheer Matte. But that's what I did to my cheek area. And the other thing I'm going to do to my cheeks is use my MAC, and this is their Mineralized Blush in Fandabulous. I believe this came out last year with the Sugar Sweet collection. I could be wrong, I don't remember. But I'm just going to use the same brush. And I'm going to apply a little bit of warmth to my cheek area. And I'm just looking at my mirror if you guys are wondering where I'm looking at. But I like the mineralized blushes because they add a nice glow to your complexion. And just a little bit of color, especially when you don't want too much. It's kind of like a peachy glow to the cheek area. And then the last thing I'm going to do, I don't really want anything punchy with my lips. What is going on? Okay. So I'm going to break out a lip liner by NYX, and it's called Natural. This is my favorite pencil because it matches the natural shade of my lip. And I'm going to line and fill in. And for my lipstick, I am going to break out my Smashbox Charming. This is another favorite color of mine. It's kind of my favorite nude. And that's pretty much what I'm going to do with the lip for today. So I hope you guys enjoyed this St. Patrick's Day look. Let me know if you guys feel this look is a little dramatic or if it's wearable for you, and leave your comments below, because what I will do is look at those comments, and if I feel it's a little bit more dramatic side, what I will do is create a tutorial that is a little bit more toned down for those of you that like a little bit more of a wearable or neutral look. So let me know below If it's dramatic, say dramatic. If it's wearable and you want it a little bit more amped up, let me know. In the next tutorial, I will create that look for you guys. Before I go, I'll let you know what nail polish I have on, because I know a lot of my nail polish divas would love to know. I am wearing, this is Sephora by OPI's Dark Room, and it's kind of like a dark greenish black tone, but sometimes I like to wear my darks depending on my mood, but that's the name of that nail color I'm wearing on there. And for those of you that are like asking, what are you wearing in your hair? I am still wearing the Haley's curls. I'm in my 6th week of wearing the hair. I took it out, reinstalled it, and this is the reinstall, and there will be a video on that very soon, so please be very patient. It's coming. I'll let you know details on of the hair again. And this is the Gentle Wave Relax 16 inches, so it comes about right here. And I'll give you a little bit more details about the hair, what I like about it, what I use on it, how you can keep it and manage it to last longer for you. So until next time, I hope you all are doing well, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.